Alright guys, how's it going? I hope you're doing very well. Now I actually considered about not making this tutorial, and the reason being is probably one of the most used nodes inside of Octane, and this is a dirt texture node, but you might as well, I'm making a bunch anyway. So essentially what you do is you drop down a dirt texture node, it works in grayscale, black and white. I think it's actually calculated on ambient inclusion, so you can see under like the crevices or under the shadowy parts that it's darker. And obviously we can change things like the strength, so we can bring this up and down, the amount of detail, so if we can put this down it'll be quite light. Let's put it back up. The radius, how much spread do we want? The radius map, so I actually showed in a previous tutorial that you can use things like a vertex color map to control where you want the dirt to be. That's a good thing. You can also add in something like a procedural, so let's just go to procedural. We'll add in a procedural effect here, and you can put this into the radial map, and let's make it something like a fire emitter. And we can do this. We can now animate it, which is pretty cool. Tolerance, pretty much exactly what you think. Spread, how much do you want it to spread? Well, hey, distribution, again, how much do you want to distribute the dirt? And the bias, now the bias is usually set like this. Think of it as the direction of where the dirt has come from, and you've actually got a coordinate system, so you can use world space, object space, or the normals of the object, and you can include the object. This is probably good if you're having lots of objects, so you can have all or self or others, and you can invert the normals. So that is pretty much the dirt node, and I'll give you a working example why you would use this. So let's add in something like a mixed texture, and we'll just quickly add in two colours just so we can see what we're doing. So something like this, and we'll make them completely polar opposites. What we can do is we can grab the dirt texture and put this into the mount, and we can take the texture out and put it back into the albedo. And you can see here we're getting this nice effect controlled by the dirt. It's very good, it's very handy, and it's probably one of the most used nodes inside of Blender Octane. Anyway, you know what to do. Take care.